Hey folks, Quill18 here, bringing you another audio commentary for League of Legends. To follow up my Soraka video, I am playing as another healer, Taric. Basically what happened is I had my great game of Soraka, I was feeling awesome, and then I played some more games and got destroyed over and over and over and over again. I still don't think Soraka is a bad champion, but man is she hard to play in an uncoordinated group, and ultimately super squishy. And then one of the later games, we had a Taric on the other team, and he just seems so much better. He can heal, but he's tough to kill. He's got the stun, a stun being key in these sorts of games. So I was like, okay, maybe I should get Taric. So I unlocked him, and this is the first game of me playing as Taric. You can see I'm playing another game with Demonac. He's playing as Annie this time, and he'll actually be whispering me a couple of times throughout the game to give me some tips on some things to keep in mind when playing Taric, because I have no experience with him whatsoever, so you can expect lots of mistakes. My talent build is going to be like totally random, my items are going to be totally random. We'll see how it goes. I did get the stun first, because the stun seems pretty good at getting early lane ganks. Grab a stun on Yi there, try to put a little bit of damage. You get a grab from Blitzcrank. And between the grab and the stun, we may be able to do some ganking here, but this particular attempt didn't go so well. Mostly we just took a whole lot of damage, and didn't do that much damage in response to it. So Taric is a support character in terms that he's a healer, he's a ganker in terms that he's got a stun, and he's a tank in terms that he's really, really tough to kill. Oh, we get Yi pretty low there, but we can't chase him down. I see people build him all kinds of different ways, although the most popular build for him on the in the public map seems to be a fairly tanky build. And in this particular game, we don't really have a tank except for Blitzcrank, and I don't really consider him to be a tanky tank. So I am definitely going to be going in that direction. I'm going to start off by building a Catalyst. Here I believe I make a mistake in that I grab my Shatter as my second ability, and I really should have gone for a heal right away. But I figured, well, this doesn't cost me any mana, it's got a good passive, and that's all true, but I could have really used the heal. Especially, yeah, we're taking a lot of damage, we're forced to tower hug. Why didn't I take the heal? Why? Because I'm an idiot and a noob, and I don't know how to play Taric. So, there you go. But I definitely will be getting it at level 3. Get a stun there on Ashe, but that's not really going to accomplish much. Although it does enable Blitz to get a grab on Ashe, and a punch. I don't think we're going to be able to result in a kill there, but it does do a little bit of damage, and that's worth something, I guess. But we're not in great shape ourselves. If you don't know Taric, his abilities are, his Q ability is a heal, which I'll talk about in a moment. His W ability is a shield that gives him an aura, armor aura around him, so nearby champions and himself get bonus armor, and he can whack his W to shatter his armor, and that does some AoE damage, but while it's on cooldown, you don't get the benefits of the armor. His E ability is a ranged stun. Ooh, their Blitz gets first blood. That does not bode well for us on our Twitch, and that's really not good, because Twitch is really only a strong character if he's able to get fed, and or at least not fall behind. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so his E ability, his Dazzle, is a ranged stun that stuns for 1 to 2 seconds. It stuns longer the farther away people are, but it also does damage, but it does more damage the closer they are. So basically, if you're in melee range, it's a big nuke. If they're at long range, then it's a big stun. And it actually does quite a bit of damage at short range, especially once you level it up. It's actually pretty impressive. The stun doesn't go up, but the cooldown and damage does. So I don't know what kind of order to level the skills in. I sort of level everything kind of all at once, based on whatever's going on. I don't prioritize my W so much. It's mostly my Q and E. Now, speaking of that heal, oh, we may be able to do something here. No. So the heal, the first couple of times I cast it here, I was just casting it myself, because I was like, well, I got to heal myself first, and then I'll heal Blitzcrank or something like that. And then I actually read what the heal does. So it heals for a certain amount. Or what it does is, target someone, like target an ally. It heals that ally and yourself for a certain amount. And then if you cast it just on yourself, it'll heal like an extra 40% or something like that. So if you're healing yourself, it'll do a bigger burst, but it's far, far more efficient to always be casting it on someone else. You'll heal more hit points in total, which is really good. And the amount healed is actually quite impressive. I haven't done the comparison in terms of mana cost and cooldown and raw hit points compared to Soraka's heal, but Taric's heal seems better. I guess Soraka's does give you bonus armor, but that really doesn't matter as much. So it looks like Demonac got a kill on Malhazar in the middle, but then he got himself killed in return. That's okay. That trade-off's not terrible, because that means that Annie got XP for the kill, and Malhazar didn't. So now that I've got my heal, we're doing pretty good. Whoa, we were able to catch Ashe there. I don't have my stun or anything, though, so I don't think we're going to be able to finish it off, but wow, we may be able to kill her, actually. I don't know. I guess I popped my ghost. There we go. I'm like, how am I catching up with her? But, oh, yeah, I popped my ghost. We may even be able to get E here. Yes, I just hit the stun. He flashes and dodges my stun. That is so frustrating, and I seem to recall that happening several times this game. Oh, and I figured that fight was over, so I ran back to the minions, but apparently it was not. So, luckily I'm going to drop a heal there on Blitzcrank, and yeah, it heals quite a bit. Very, very good skill. Probably, I'm betting the heal is the best spell to level up early on. The length of the stun doesn't increase, and while the cooldown reduction and extra damage are nice, I'm willing to bet that it's the heal that's going to be coming in really useful early on. So level 1, stun. Level 2, heal. Level 3, probably the shield, and then just keep pumping heals. I talked about item build. Summoner spells, I went back and forth. I ended up taking the same summoner spells that I use on Shen. That's been working out pretty good for me. I've been addicted to Cleanse. Oh, Blitz grabs a minion instead of grabbing Ashe, but I think I'm going to throw a stun there. I don't actually want to engage. I think I was mostly looking to force them away from Blitzcrank. I think it would have been suicidal for me to engage. So I show up just enough to kind of freak them out, force them to pull back, and then I follow my escape route into the bushes. If they had chased me, I would have been able to use a stun and probably gotten away just fine. I suppose I have my heal as well. Oh yeah, okay, so items, I just talked about it in general. So I do intend to build a catalyst first, and then I go and build my boots, which a lot of times, since I am going to be kind of tanky, assuming they've got a good amount of physical damage, I'm probably going to go Ninja Tabby. If it's a lot of magic or stuns, then I may go Merc Treads or just some sort of move faster boots. Probably Swiftness. Even though I'm addicted to mobility, I think Swiftness would be better because there's a higher chance that Taric will be in the middle of the fight and therefore won't be getting the speed 5 from the boots. Blitzcrank misses another grab, and at this point I think I'm starting to get a little frustrated with him because, I mean, I know it's hard to hit every kill shot, and sometimes you just got to kind of swing at random, hope you get lucky, because some shots are difficult to make, but if you get lucky they pay off huge. But I think at this point I'm starting to realize that he's not very accurate with them, and the fact that we have a Blitzcrank and the other team has a Blitzcrank and he's a 6,300 point hero, things kind of click in my head, and I remember, oh yeah, it's free Blitzcrank week, so this guy may not actually be all that experienced with them. So that is kind of unfortunate. I'm taking out these mobs here, and wow, I'm taking a lot of damage. I don't really have the damage output to kill these things quickly, but at least I can keep healing myself. I didn't mention, Taric's passive is kind of cool. Basically, every time he does damage, like every time he hits him with a melee weapon, he regenerates some mana. He gets back 7.5% of the damage dealt. So in theory, you can increase his mana regenerate by increasing the damage he deals. I don't think it's worth going for a heavy damage build with him. So that was a good grab attempt anyway. But at least as he levels up, he'll do more DPS, and so he will get mana back faster, so that's nice. I am going with mana regen runes. I've got health quintessences, and I'm not sure what my red runes are. They may actually be magic penetration, which I don't think is ideal for him. I just think that that's what I happen to have loaded in, and so I left it because I was lazy. Nice grab. I stun. The knock-up, I don't think we're going to be able to finish her unless... Oh, I'm ghosted. Or I'm exhausted, so I cleanse that off. I'm ghosting. I'm getting pounded by Yi. I think... Okay, I've got my ultimate up, which is healing me. I'll talk about the ultimate in a sec. But yeah, okay, we're not able to do anything. So they nerfed Taric's ultimate. It used to be an AoE heal. Now when you turn it on, it's a toggle. It costs mana every X number of seconds or whatever. And I think the cost goes up as it ticks off, or it used to. Anyway, you turn on the toggle and it heals you every second. It also increases your damage